Sometimes I have those days when I get extra introspective and I feel disconnected and suspect I've neglected to expect incorrect moments in my fast-growing collection. Cause generally I'm positive and don't seek out dejection. Everybody flexing big like Texas in their Lexuses, but me, I hang my head like I had lead in all my necklaces. I ain't been reckless, but I'm no less of a wreck. I check my checklist, every single box is checked. Did someone put a X on me like Harry Potter wizardry, or spray me with rejection? We kill it to make me withery. Deep down I think I know that being human isn't easy, and sometimes it's okay to tune the world out with the TV. Why is it that some days a sad song hit the spot, and any happy lovey-dovey poppy song does not? It reminds me that my joy and happiness cannot be bought, and even though some days are sad, it's pretty good this life I got.
Sometimes the world's just a little too much, so you play a sad song to cheer yourself up and tell yourself that you're okay. Say it, I'ma be okay. Sometimes the world's just a little too much, so you play a sad song to cheer yourself up and tell yourself that you're okay. Say it, I'ma be okay, okay, okay.
Okay, maybe it's the rain outside that's tapping on my window. Maybe it's the winter time when Celsius is 0. I'm living in Seattle after all, so if I've been low, just know I ain't seen the sun for several months.
Hey, that is real though.
It's as if my memories had a meeting and said let's remind him that life is fleeting and get existential about his heart beating. Read into everything you're seeing, think about the breath you're breathing. Maybe it's perfectionism when I see my own reflection, or it could be the election. If we talking imperfections, no matter the direction or how thorough my inspection, through all of the retrospection, sometimes there is no connection. Some days you're just sad, like your brain is in a monsoon. Just treat it like a fad, and the style will be gone soon. Deep down you can be glad, cause you know that Jesus got you. When you feeling bad, just remember Jesus got you.
Sometimes the world's just a little too much, so you play a sad song to cheer yourself up and tell yourself that you're okay. Say it, I'ma be okay. Sometimes the world's just a little too much, so you play a sad song to cheer yourself up and tell yourself that you're okay. Say it, I'ma be okay, okay, okay. Say it, I'ma be okay, okay, okay.
Sweet water, all this sweet water, no sugar, just sweet water. There is a river flowing through the middle of God's city with sweet water, so we don't have to go thirsty again. I see an endless fountain, it is a fountain of youth. We'll never thirst again, we never needed to. God, you're our sweet, sweet water. You are our everyday. You are sufficient, Father, in every single way, in every single way. Sweet water, all this sweet water, no sugar, just sweet water. There is a river flowing through the middle of God's city with sweet water, so we don't have to go thirsty again. We cannot count our blessings, there are too many to count. I am completed, Father, when I'm in your house. I know we call it water, but it tastes like wine, served on a wedding day. That isn't bound by time, no, 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 it's bound by time. Sweet water, all this sweet water, no sugar, just sweet water. with sweet water, so we don't have to go thirsty again. It goes forever, it flows forever, from the east to the west. This living water, as clear as crystal, flowing from his lips. It goes forever, it flows forever, from the east to the west. This living water, as clear as crystal, flowing from his lips. Oh, this sweet water, oh, this sweet water, no sugar, just sweet water. There is a river flowing through the middle of God's city with sweet water, so we don't have to go thirsty again.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You
There is something in your eyes that leaves me paralyzed, terrified that you'll love me better than anyone else. Are you here to save my life, or the devil in disguise, terrified that you'll love me better than anyone else before?
Hey there, middle schoolers. If you are in the auditorium, please make your way upstairs to room 201.
I can see the promised land, though there's pain within the plan. There is victory in the end. Your love is my battle cry. When my fears like Jericho build their walls around my soul. When my heart is overthrown, your love is my battle cry, the anthem for all my life. Every giant will fall, the mountains will move, every chain of the past you've broken into, over fear, over lies. We're singing the truth. Nothing is impossible with you. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. There is hope within the fight, in the wars that wage inside. Though the shadows steal the light, your love is my battle cry, the anthem for all my life. Every giant will fall, the mountains will move, every chain of the past you've broken into, over fear, over lies. We're singing the truth that nothing is impossible. No greater name, no higher name, no stronger name than Jesus. You overcame, broke every chain, forever reign, King Jesus. No greater name, no higher name, no stronger name than Jesus. You overcame, broke every chain, forever reign, King Jesus. Every giant will fall, the mountains will move, every chain of the past you've broken into, over fear, over lies. We're singing the truth that nothing is impossible with you. Whoa, oh, oh, nothing is impossible with you. Thank you. Please be seated.
All right. Hey, guys, how we doing? Oh, hello, Danny. Shout out in the back there. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. I'm here all night. Womack. That's right. Put the Womack on them, you know, guys? You got to put the Womack on them. That lawyer is getting so much advertisement for free. I'm just saying. We're just going around New Orleans yelling Womack. So a few announcements for you guys. Tonight we've got huddle groups, and then next Wednesday we also have huddle groups, which is really exciting. So back-to-back weeks. This Sunday we are launching Senior Sunday. So for the seniors in the room, you guys will get do what? What's on Senior Sunday? We celebrate you guys and your time in the ministry. We get to listen to you guys, get some advice to those 6th graders and younger students. We get to see some really great pictures of all of you from infancy to where you're at now, which is really delightful, actually. It's really cute seeing all the toddler pictures. It's pretty adorable, so it's pretty great. But that'll be a really fun Sunday, so make sure you guys sign up. You can go to dentonbible.org/students on Sunday, or you'll be receiving it in an email, so both are options. And then Sports World sign-ups launch March 30th. So not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So you guys will be able to sign up there. There are limited spots this year for counselors. So just so you know that, you may want to get your stuff in sooner rather than later. There will be limited spots. So just so you guys know that going into it. So I think without further ado, I think those are all the announcements we have. Yeah. So stand up. Say hi to the person next to you. Yes.
And ask them what your favorite brand of sock is.
Favorite brand of socks?
What are those ones that, like...
My favorite socks are from Amazon, but I can't remember the name of them right now. Bethany got me on these socks. The ones from Amazon, the running socks. I can't remember the brand of them, but they're my favorite. So we don't know. But shout out to Bethany if you have sock needs. Find her.
From the highest of heights to the depths of the sea, all creation's revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature unique in the soul that it sings, all exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. Oh, powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God. Who has sold every lightning bolt where it should go? Or seen heavenly storehouses laden with snow? Who imagined the sun and gives source to its light, yet conceals it to bring us the coolness of night? None can fathom, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. Oh, powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim. You are amazing, God. Indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are amazing, God. Standing here in your presence, in a grace so relentless, I am won by perfect love, wrapped within the arms of heaven, in a peace that lasts forever, sinking deep in mercy. See, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and oh, my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your love. When I'm lost, you pursue me. Lift my head to see your glory, Lord of all. So beautiful. Here in you I find shelter, captivated by the splendor of your face. My secret place, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and oh, my heart is yours. Oh, fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your love. Your love so deep is washing over me. Your face is all I seek. You are my everything. Jesus Christ, you are my one desire. Lord, hear my only cry, to know you all my life. Your love so deep is washing over me. Your face is all I seek. You are my everything. Jesus Christ, you are my one desire. Lord, hear my only cry, to know you all my life. I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and oh, my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean
cast my mind to Calvary, where Jesus bled and died for me. I see his wounds, his hands, his feet, my Savior on that cursed tree. His body bound and drenched in tears, they laid him down in Joseph's tomb, the entrance sealed by heavy stone. Messiah still and all alone. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. For endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord, our God. Then on the third, at break of dawn, the Son of Heaven rose again. Oh, trample death, where is your sting? The angels roar at Christ the King. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. For endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord, our God. They shall return in robes of white. The blazing sun shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints, my gaze transfixed on Jesus' face. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. For endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord, our God. Oh Lord, our God. Oh Lord, our God. Lord, we just thank you for this time of worship and gathering and just encouraging one another, Lord, and in your word, of course, Lord. And so, we're just thankful for this time, Lord, and we pray that you just speak through the teachers tonight, and that you just speak through them directly to us, Lord, and that our hearts and ears are open to that word. And just as we open up your word in huddle groups, Lord, that you'd be with each and every huddle group leader, and that you'd give them the words to say as well, Lord, and that we would just learn about you and seek to mimic you, Lord. So, praise in your name. Amen.
Thanks, man. Yo, how we doing? Hey, what's up? So last time I was here, I told you I was a little dull. Now I don't have a voice. So just hang with me. I'm dying slowly, I think. But just hang with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I know I sound weird, so we got that out of the way. If I've never met you, my name's Jason. I'm the Next Gen Director here, but I have a little more information for you. I've been here about 4 weeks on Sundays and Wednesdays and been able to teach mostly high school. I did a little middle school too. But I am here on purpose, and I'm going to be here on purpose a little more. So some of you may cry, some of you may cheer, some of you may not care. Doesn't matter to me. But I want to tell you why. We have, as a staff as our student ministry staff, you might have noticed, like was it 2 weeks ago, Corey had a couple people up here that were leaving, and whether it's people getting married or moving or different jobs. And we've also, since Doug transitioned with Kidman and some different things, we have had a transitional time. And we realized that in that time, you guys are the most affected by that. And so what we want to do is kind of twofold. The reason I'm coming is until we hire a new high school pastor, if you want to submit your application, you can give it to me. But until we hire a new high school pastor, I'm just going to fill in. And I'm going to fill in teaching. I'm going to fill in a little more day-to-day, which doesn't matter to y'all. And so I'm going to be here more, twofold. Threefold. Number one, I secretly miss being a youth pastor more than I miss my dead dog. So I love it. And I am so glad to be here. It's a joy for me, truly. That's number one. Number two, we want you guys to have, the most consistency we can give you. And we want to make sure that that's great for you. And we have a lot of folks that can teach, but it's more than just teaching. And so there's staff meetings and different things that, again, you don't really care about. So I'm going to be here more for that reason. But also, if you're Corey and you're the middle school guy and then all of a sudden you're trying to cover everything, well, it's not great for middle school because we want Corey to be able to focus on middle school. That doesn't mean Corey will never teach high school again. That doesn't mean I will never teach middle school. That just means that Corey now gets to focus on his job of being our middle school youth pastor. And so that's kind of why we're doing that. And that's why you've seen me more. So not a big deal, not surprising because I've been here for a few weeks, but that's why we're doing it, because we love you, and we love those middle schoolers. You were once a middle schooler, too, okay? And we want to make sure we're doing the best we can there. So tonight is our huddle group night. My job is just to get you on the page of where you're going to be in your huddle groups tonight. And so I want to do that in a real quick, fun little way. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an illustration that really happened in my family a couple weeks ago. And I hope it gives you a context of what you're going to be in your huddle groups tonight. You're going to be in a passage that's actually inscribed on the inside of my wife and I's wedding rings. Not the whole thing, just like the reference. And it's a really great passage. And then I want to show you a cross-reference passage that might help as you're going through that in your huddle groups tonight. If this is your first time with a huddle group, can I just tell you, man, you're at the best part. If this is your first time in a huddle group, or maybe it's your second or third time and you don't know all the guys or the girls in your group yet, let me just tell you, I've been around student ministries for 25 years. This is the best part of student ministries. I mean that with all my heart. For you guys that have decided to commit to each other and to your leaders and to just doing life together, can I just tell you, you don't have to have it all figured out in your huddle group. Matter of fact, if you act like you do, you probably won't get as much out of your huddle group. And so thank you for that commitment to each other, to your leader, and ultimately to the Lord. And you might not know the Lord yet, and you're deciding to show up, and maybe you're faking it, maybe you're not. Hey, wherever you are, we're glad you're here because we love you so much. We want to share our lives and the gospel with you, and that's what we want to do. So tonight, we're going through a series of spiritual disciplines. I'm just jumping into this one, so I'm playing catch-up. But tonight, it's this one that I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you an illustration that came to my mind when I was thinking of this. Maybe this is why I've been so sick, actually. I think I just figured it out, Gabby. I think I just figured it out. And this is a cesspool that's not a bad word, is it? Of germs. One of my kids had a birthday, and so we haven't done this in a long time. But we went to cesspool of germs. Not Chuck E. Cheese, man. That place is clean, dude. They got salads, all sorts of stuff. No, we went to, any other? Trampoline park? No, worse. I mean, way worse, guys. Taco Bell. That's funny. I don't know who said that, but you're my hero. I try to tell my wife, it's terrible. Taco Bell is the worst. We went to Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah, right. I think that's what's wrong with me. My 5-year-old's like scuba diving in the hot tub. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you, I know why this has happened to me. Well, we took him to Great Wolf Lodge. We love Great Wolf Lodge. I don't know if you ever outgrow Great Wolf Lodge. I'm not trying to be funny. I have not. I love it. Y'all love it still? Have y'all ever gone? Have you been? You've never been? I'm sorry. It's terrible. You don't want to go. It's a cesspool of germs. You don't want to go. But it's so much fun. If you've never been, I'll explain to you. They've really upped the Magic Quest game. Did you ever do that where you like wave the wand? Yeah, they've upped the game, bro. You're with me, Daniel Forsberg, bro. Come on. Yeah, so they've upped the game. I used to not let my kids play because it's a waste of time and money. My boy Travis Arrington was the head over the remodel. They remodeled that thing, and it's awesome now. And so we go to Great Wolf Lodge because we hadn't done it in a long time. And you got to wait for the deals, the Groupon deals, you know what I mean? You got to wait for the Groupon deals. That's the key. And we went to Great Wolf Lodge, and we hadn't been in a long time. And the last time we were there, there's staff everywhere. They're doing, not the infection, like the people that are helping run the place. And they're everywhere, well, probably both. And they're helping run the place. And one of my boys hates all the slides, and my youngest, he didn't know what he loves or hates. And then one of my other boys, I have 3, loves all the slides. And so he's tall enough now that we can go together. And then there's the tornado. You with me? Anybody? Yeah. Okay, the tornado is the best slide there. It's such a cool slide. You don't bring your own tube on this one. The tube has got to be this special tube. I don't know. And there's 2 slides at the tallest part of this little water park. One's like a family ride, and the other's the tornado. And so if you ever drive by Great Wolf Lodge and you see that huge, like looks like a spaceship outside, that's the tornado. And so we were going up, and one of my sons and I, we were walking up, and it was so slow. The line was so slow. It drove me crazy. You're not carrying a tube because you're waiting when you get up there. They've got a conveyor belt of all these massive tubes. We finally get up there, and we realize the problem. There's one person running 2 slides, and there's this little girl. She's not little, but like she's small. She's probably in college, and she's just like, she hates her job, man, and I hated it for her. She's like getting these tubes off, and she's dragging them over to one slide and like, get on the tube, guys, have fun. And then she's going over, and she got to get another tube and drag to the other slide, have fun, guys. Are you tall enough? Good. Hope you don't die. And they're just doing this thing, and so I was like, I realized why it's slow. And we finally get in, and we go down the tornado. It was pitch black, dude. It was amazing. And we go down the tornado, and we do it. And, of course, my son wants to do it again. And I'm like, I don't want to wait in that line. Let's do it, dude. Let's do it again. And so we wait in the line again. But this time, the same line, the same length. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And we're moving up the stairs. I'm like, something's crazy. And we get up to the top, and I see what's different. It's a new person running the attendant, running the stuff. This girl is we're waiting in line, and I'm watching her, and she is like bouncing from tube to tube. She's throwing tubes. She's just as small as the other girl. She's throwing tubes, and she goes, hey, guy, how are you? She's like the kindest person to all these kids. How are you? And there was this one kid. He gets up there. He's freaked out. He's a little guy, and he's crying on the ground, and she goes over, and she's just consoling him. She's sitting with him. I'm like, I love this girl. I don't know who she is, but she's amazing. And she's consoling him, and she's still throwing tubes, and she's working her little booty off, like just making it happen. She's doing all this, and she's singing. She is so full of joy, but she is just serving every little kid. I mean, she triples their age at least. I don't know, doubles or triples their age. And she's just like, her life right in that moment was to serve every little kid that came up those stairs. And I was watching her, and I said to my son, I said, hey, where do you think her joy comes from? And he goes, are you going to ask her if she's a Christian? That's what he said. And I said, maybe, why? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, that'd be weird, Dad. I said, well, okay, I won't ask her then. And so I get up to the top, and I said, hey, you do such a great job up here. I said, I got a question. He goes, Dad. I said, I'm not going to ask her. I said, where does your joy come from? That's not normal. You're serving all these little kids, and you're working so hard. I said, where does that come from? And she's bouncing. She goes, it comes from my heart. It comes from my heart. And I said, that's cool. And we're getting in the tube. And I said, what comes from your heart? Why does it come from your heart? She said, just because I love Jesus, sir. See ya. Whew. And we went down the slide. And I was like, I knew it, man. And we get down the slide, and my son, we're walking, and we find my wife and my other kids, and my son goes, Dad asked the lady if she was a Christian. I said, I did not. I didn't ask her. And my little guy is with us, and he goes, Daddy, why did you ask her that? I said, because she was joyfully serving every human that came up this thing like it was the greatest joy of her life. And he goes, okay. And he ran off. And he got pink eye, you know. And so he ran off. And then we're leaving the at the end of we did all the thing. We spent the night. We were leaving the next day. And we got that buggy, and we're pushing our bags out. And we're pushing our bags out, and my kids are grumpy, and we're pushing them out. And one of the bags falls off the thing. And there's just this guy, this dad, walking by, and he goes, oh, I got it. And he grabs the bag that fell off, and he just put it on the cart. And he kept pushing it. And then my little 5-year-old, he looks up at me, and he goes, is he a Christian too, Daddy? And I went, I don't know. Go ask him, I don't know. And, my son asked me, Dad, why did you think she was a Christian? I said, I didn't know. It doesn't mean she is because she was doing those things. But to have that much joy in serving other people that could be otherwise annoying these little kids, I thought maybe it had to be Christ in her because she had this heart of service. And it wasn't an obligation. She didn't get any more money than the other girl who really hated her job. But there was something in her that was different, and I could see it. And I thought, gosh, it has to be Jesus, or I don't know, maybe she's really happy. I don't know. But there's this mark on us as Christians. There's many marks on us. And one of them is how we serve other people. And there's this example that Jesus gives, and I'll read it to you. And it's a scene where you all know it. If you're a church-going person, if you don't, I'll show you. That there's these 12 disciples, and Jesus is going to get betrayed. And then there's this weird thing that happens where Jesus kind of puts his garments aside, his outer garments aside, and he gets this basin, and he takes off their sandals, and he starts washing their nasty, nasty feet. Now, if you think, I could go into detail and give you context of how nasty they are, but to not gross you out too much, they're bad. And the Messiah is washing the feet of something only a servant would do. And he gets to this one guy, Simon Peter, and Simon Peter says, whoa, you wash my feet? And Jesus said, yeah, I'm going to wash your feet. And he goes, never. You don't wash my feet. And Jesus says, Peter, I got to. I got to. If I don't wash your feet, you're not of me. And I'm paraphrasing. And then Peter goes, well, then wash my hands, wash all of me then. And so this scene has just happened where he washes their feet. And I'll read you the last part. It says, when he had washed their feet, then he put back on his outer garment and he resumed in his place. And he said to them, do you understand what I've done? He said, do you understand why I just served you that way? Do you understand why I washed your feet? Here's why. Because you call me teacher and Lord. So you call me the Messiah. You call me the greatest. You call me the master. And you're right. He said, you're right, for so I am. If then your Lord and teacher has washed your feet, you also would wash one another's feet. He says, if I'm going to do this as the master to you, then you can do it to others. But here's why. For I have given you an example that you also should do just as I have done to you. Because truly I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. He says, if you understand, he'd say in Matthew 23 of the Pharisees and Sadducees who thought they were leaders, he goes, they want to be called teacher. Don't any of you be called teacher. You got one teacher. He says, don't call people on earth your father. That doesn't mean you call your dad father. Don't call father. You got one father. He says, because the greatest among you will be the servant of all. Why would Jesus want to distribute, make an example, and give this lesson of serving others. Servant to the point of, this is why. You can complete the sentence later. But there's this example of Jesus to show us something greater than, I don't serve people because that makes me a better person. I serve people because of who lives inside of me. He says, if you don't let me wash you, I'm not of you. But here's my example. The greatest among you will be the servant of all. The question you have tonight is why? Why does Jesus harp on this idea of service? Why did you go to Jackson? Why did you go to New Orleans? And why did you go almost to Mexico and San Diego? I know what you did. Why did you do those things? Why? To get more accolades for God, to show him how great you are? No. In a sense, because you had to. In a sense, because he washed their feet. In a sense, because I can go up a water slide and go, something's different about her. I wonder if it's Christ. Tonight you'll be in Philippians chapter 2. It's one of my favorite chapters in the New Testament. It's definitely my favorite in Philippians 2. And I hope you guys can take away what it means to follow this example of Jesus. So, Father, I pray that as we go into our huddle groups, Lord, I pray that you would change us in our seats by the Spirit's work in us. I pray that we're different tonight.